Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Mass Effect. In our last game, we completed Mass Effect 1. As I call it, the old era ends and a new era begins. Mass Effect 2 takes place, same universe, same characters. There might be a few new ones. Well, there is. So, we're going to kick it off with a new game. We're going to export a character over from Mass Effect 1. Commander Shepard, of course. The best guy ever. Captain. Believes the Reapers are real. Saved the council. Selected Captain Anderson as the next human council member. Well, the first human council member. Let me be politically correct. So, we're going to start off. New game. I'm going to export from Mass Effect 1 because that's the most important. And because we did all the side missions and everything and did that, it exports Captain over. Commander Shepard. Sorry. It's been a long day. So, let's start off. I'm going to export a character over. He's going to be an infiltrator. But Mass Effect allows us to change that. The game's running a lot more smoothly than it was earlier, surprisingly. So, auto level up's going to be off. We'll run it on normal. Always do. Subtitles on, definitely. Always need to be able to do that. Rank 53. Specialization. Mind you, it's going to give you the rundown before any game on Mass Effect. It's not going to let you change it right then and there. It's after you do the prequel mission or the prologue that's going to allow you to do that. That's how it is for any story mode game. It's always like that.
Shepard did everything right. More than we hoped for.
Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still it's not enough.
War. No one wants to admit it, but Humanitech.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. There's a there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help. Even after everything humanity has accomplished. They'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
Abandon it. Hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttle. I'll for Joker.
Commander,
Ashley, go. Now.
aye aye.
Hey, sorry if the stream's having
Everybody
issues.
in.
It's
Go!
military
Go!
Wi-Fi. I can't help that. I'll try my best to compensate, but at the same time, it's the servers. It's not me. Promise. Okay, so Mass Effect 2 is a little different. So you remember how you could actually select stuff like your equipment. I mean, all of it's locked right now, but like your squad is literally the level up for them. They use your power points, and it's not 1 point levels up everything. It goes from 1, the next thing's at level 2, so you have to use 2 points. So it costs more. Like, you can't select equipment, you can't select anything. The maps are really different. Hold on. I need to switch the controls over. No. Graphics. On. Yeah. Calibration. No, calibration's good. Controls. Yes, I play inverted. It's like a pilot almost. Thing about this though, the game, it's a lot different. It's not. You can walk around a bit more, but majority of it is. It's not really a full walk around. You're able to walk around, but the maps are more condensed. It's a straightforward game. It's not, you can wander and look at stuff, wander around the map, get anomalies and stuff. There's still areas where you can get extra credits, you can still get extra stuff, like upgrades, but you can't really specify what you specifically want, like your weapons. You can upgrade it, but you can't put attachments on it or anything. At least not in this one.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack.
Cutscenes are more theoretical, theatrical than what they originally it was some bad cutscenes. They did some upgrades to it, I'm guessing, because this was similar, but it wasn't as in detail.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
So run down what you're seeing. Basically, this is Commander Shepard's body: skeletal, muscular, respiratory, and arterial. Basically, they're reviving him, but they got a lot of work to do because one, he burned up. His armor protected him. He's unconscious. He's literally a speck on the table, basically a charred human flesh. What you're seeing, those green little chips on the screen, those are metal fragments from his armor from the ship blown up. Because if you remember, his armor got punctured, so he lost air. Why the shields didn't protect it because it was such an invasive blast that it punctured the actual shielding he has. So basically you're seeing heart, blood pressure, pulse, oxygen blood level. So it puts in his identity. We're going to import the face because who'd want to change that? And here's where I said where I could change the classification. The only problem is with that is engineer. If you can see weapons training, heavy pistol and submachine gun. He only gets 2 for that one. And you have adaptive, which is basically antibiotic, which you can see why we don't use it. It's also heavy weapon is submachine gun. Same with Sentinel. Vanguard is heavy pistol, machine gun. Incendiary and cryo. Then you have the infiltrator. The infiltrator, sniper rifle, heavy machine gun. Which I like the assault rifle better. Heavy fire. If you need to place rounds down, it helps out. Then there's soldiers. Weapons classification, everything but submachine gun on this. Which you have more weapons to pick from. Shotgun. It's the only one that has most of the weapons you're going to need. So I usually run a soldier for Mass Effect. And Mass Effect 2. We don't get all the cool power bonuses, we get flashbangs. So I'm going to use flashbangs, run that. Now mind you, if you play the actual Mass Effect 2 game, you have more options. But it varies because the original Mass Effect 2 game, you had to buy DLCs. For the Legacy Edition, you don't have to. It gives you those DLCs for free. EA noticed that they weren't making a lot of money off the DLC, so they stopped making people pay for it when they made this edition that combined all 3 games. So now we're going to start off. Will you enable change? Yeah. I mean, once you unlock powers over time in the game, you can switch it. It costs resources to do that, which it's easy. Just go to a planet, get some resources, and call it. It's just the way they did the storyline for this was a little weird.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry!
Yeah, like most games, you will start off with a pistol.
You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
Back when Mass Effect 1, you didn't have heat thermal clips, you had a gun that overheated. Mind you, for this is a bad way to start off a game because they give you ammo.
Looks like they set up a bad...
Actually, like I said, squad, they give you some points to start out with. Me, I'm one of those. I'm gonna upgrade it. Like I said, you only get the upgrade, so basically, like I was saying, like here's one that's locked. So to unlock this, cryo, you have to get that level 2. But in order to do this, say I started out with 4 points. See how combat mastery costs 1, then it goes to 2, 3, then 4. In the game, you have to do a lot to level up. Those help you out in the beginning. You got your assignments, your codex. It has all the council races, everything we've viewed already. Like for example, extinct races, Protheans. It has all the information that we used. Like, hold on, where is it? Non-specified thought, Husk, Thresher Moss, and Varen. Like, it has all of your standard stuff. Actually, speaking of that, weapons, body armor, kinetic shields is what we use for our armors. Back to the blast, why metal pierced him. It explains why, because the blast connected barriers are good, but kinetics.
Keep moving. We need to get to the.
Hold on. Why? That would be RB because. Yeah. Am I going? No. I don't usually use the disruptor ammo because it's kind of useless in this game, but when it comes against like mechanized droids and stuff that don't have armor, it's quite effective.
Please reconsider your aggressive attitude.
Flashbang out. Yeah. That was a mistake. The joy about the flashbang is it had no effect on him. Like robots, they have specialized equipment that can see around that. But if you use it against like someone like a Vorcha, Batarian, or something, it makes sense because it blinds them. Or a robot goes off not only heat, but it goes off motion sensors. So if you sit with motion sensors, they go off your heat signature. Nothing I can do about that. But yeah, it makes sense. And in this game, you get heavy weapons that you're allowed to carry all the time. When Mass Effect 1 didn't really have super heavy weapons. Mass Effect 3 you will, but they're very slim picking. It's not really useful. Like in certain missions, the heavy weapons come in handy. Don't get me wrong. It helps you kind of cheat through it. And here's where I go to tell you about this. So the wall safes, yeah, some of them will be unlocked like that, some won't be. Which log is this? So we're gonna go over the Cerberus logs. You could still holster your weapon in this game, surprisingly, but 9 tenths out of 10. For the new Mass Effect like 3, you can't really do that. But let's hear what these logs have to say.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
So when they meant organic, they meant they rebuilt his body.
But subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of
Major organs, so your liver, your heart, your brain function. They regenerated his whole body, but biosynthetic fusion is basically they're binding synthetic parts like his facial scars. It's synthetic stitching, so eventually it'll go away, but over time it needs to be fixed if it doesn't heal properly. Like, he's still human, but he has synthetic parts in him that advance him. So like brainwave activity, he's least likely to die. Sedatives don't work as effective on him. He can handle more than the average human, even if they did have standard genetic modifications. Here's another one. I think this is Wilson's.
The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
So when he means the boss, he means Elusive Man, the leader of Cerberus. Back in Mass Effect 1, we didn't have an idea. We were just fighting random Rogue Alliance guys, which was Cerberus. So the background of Cerberus. Cerberus originally started out as a Alliance Black Op unit. Yeah, I said Black Op. The Black Op are highly illegal, 1, and 2, they are off the book, so they don't follow by the rules. But that's what happens with Black Ops. They go rogue, and then stuff happens. There's one next. That's an armored. Okay. Yeah. In the game, his body got blown away. I'm surprised he changed that. But here's another log.
I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old Ice Queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
So Wilson said he can't figure it out. Wilson, he seems suspicious on this. And I know why he's suspicious, but I'm gonna let y'all find out for that. But like I said, Cerberus just started out as a black unit. Miranda, when he said if she's pure cold-hearted, Miranda's genetically modified. So she's technically the perfect human. The background of Miranda will come out in this game. I'm not going to ruin it so far early because that's just ruining the game. But with that being said, she's not worried about Shepard becoming the favorite. She's more worried of losing her place, which I don't blame her. Because if Shepard came in, it would change everything. Here's another main character that comes in here. Crosshair is more accurate in this game. I'm surprised.
Thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back
This
together.
doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Maybe it's time we got
First, we're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic.
So I skipped all that because it's useless. It's basically tutorial dialogue. They tell you you're low on thermal, but they want you to use not power-ups, but like power advantages. I wouldn't say power-ups because it really sometimes doesn't really help you. Like me, I'm going to use adrenaline. It slows everything down and allows you to be more effective.
Ready to get the hell off this station?
Before we go anywhere, I need some answers.
Sure. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant, but I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Now, Wilson, you're gonna find out why you don't trust me. And I'll explain the full situation once the event unfolds. But like I said, he's not gonna trust him.
This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Forgot about that. If I shoot them in the head and blow their head off, they blow up.
They found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs.
Let's see. Here's another Cerberus lab. Dead scientist. Here's another thing that'll explain more of the story of what's going on.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
So like I was saying, Miranda, she's not cold-hearted. There are times she is, but she's more worried about the project than anything.
Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
It's a futuristic gel that can heal anything, but there's a difference between Omnigel and Metagel. So basically, I'm gonna hold it right here for now. Basically, Metagel is basically a healing. Where Omnigel, you could use it for anything, hacking, developing parts. Now, not all of it is able to be used. Like, you can't use it to develop a whole truck. It's impossible. It's used for fixing with Omnigel. Omnigel, it doesn't really exist in this game anymore because they noticed people were using it to hack. They were using it for everything. People were using credits to buy what they needed, and then Omnigel for the rest. It really doesn't have a full point of what to use for it. It's used to develop Metagel, but really it's quite useless, in fact.
Wilson!
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, huh? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix
See
this.
where people
Besides, I was shot.
Suspicious right there.
I don't care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting at all of us.
Yeah,
We'll sort it out later.
If he doesn't,
We need to find
how do you have
Miranda
clearance?
first.
Jacob brings up a good point.
Forget
And this
about
is where the
Miranda.
unfolding situation
She was over in
comes.
D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
And my question is, how do you know
Where
there's
is
some
she?
next in D-Wing?
Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations.
Like,
She's
you would
either
only
dead
know that if you
or
were
she's
there.
a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
But
Okay, maybe she's not a
as
traitor.
you're seeing it, he's
But that doesn't change the
becoming what
facts.
looks like a traitor.
We're here, she's not.
It's obvious.
We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few. We can overload the canisters. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now, we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I'm not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved our butt.
Like I said, Cerberus. Here's the codex for it. So
Immediately
Organization
following the
Cerberus.
First Contact War, an anonymous extranet manifesto warned that an alien attempt at human genocide was inevitable. The manifesto called for an army, a Cerberus, to guard against invasion through the Charon Relay. Derided as survivalist rhetoric written by an elusive man, the manifesto and its anonymous author soon fell off the media radar. But in 2165, terrorists stole antimatter from the SSV Geneva. The sole figure arrested named his sponsor Cerberus. Throughout the 2160s and 2170s, alleged Cerberus agents assassinated politicians, sabotaged starships bearing Ezo, and conducted nightmarish experiments on aliens and humans. Denounced as human supremacist, Cerberus calls itself human survivalist. Counter-terror experts speculate Cerberus may have changed leadership with its recent shift to stockpiling ships, agents, and weapons. Whether he, she, or they, the elusive man hides his finances hidden behind shell companies. Few doubt he will kill anyone attempting to expose him.
So like I said, Cerberus was originally Alliance. They were used as a vanguard. Jesus, that's loud. Oh, so we don't have to hack anything to get credits off the data pads and stuff. It's like Mass Effect 3. That makes sense.
Sensors activated.
But yeah, Cerberus really was. I gotta turn this down one second. Cerberus really was. They were actually an effective unit, but they fell off the radar. People stopped looking at them, didn't really see Cerberus anymore, so they stopped caring. And with that being said, Cerberus. Okay, here's where I come. Bypass. So we just have to hack stuff in here. It's symbol to symbol, basically a matching game. Ooh, the graphics on this. So basically, will always be in your game. These symbols never change. Stations do. There's upgrades to give you more hacking and everything, but like either way, if you're quick on your hands and you have good hand-eye coordination, you got this.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Sorry about that. I didn't answer your message. Yeah. So again, with the Lazarus Project, they're just going by. There's been some that had issues and stuff, but they worked through it to bring Shepard back. They want him back completely the same. For the same reason Mass Effect 1 happened. Originally we were following Saren, the Rogue Spectre and everything, and Wilson looks like he wants to shoot me in the back. I don't feel too comfortable with that. I'm going to move, because I don't trust him. But, yeah. It originally started out, we thought Sovereign was leading a ship, but he was actually a Reaper. Geth followed him. And this is why they brought Shepard back, to fight the Reapers, because the Reapers have been an issue. They're worried. Cerberus realizes a threat at hand. So, Commander Shepard's back. They brought him back the same exact way. I mean, he can be different depending on how you choose gameplay. With me, I was mainly Paragon, which is peace, kind, logical. You can go Renegade. I mean, it doesn't really change anything in story. The only problem is in the next game, it makes things a little more difficult. But I'm going to keep Paragon because it's more effective. You get more assets later on, and it helps out. It shows Commander Shepard has a heart because he is a war hero. And he wants to keep his friends. If you don't make friends and you burn bridges, it makes the game even more difficult to handle over time because everybody's now against you.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
Talk about some cold-hearted stuff.
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed
But
my
like
staff.
I said, Wilson...
And he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda?
Wilson was the traitor. It was obvious. They make it too
What if
obvious
you're
in
wrong?
games like this sometimes.
I'm never wrong.
But
I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
okay. But like I was saying, Wilson was obviously a traitor. He didn't have mech clearance, but he was trying to deactivate him. Right there, that's a key sign he had clearance.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
I mean, all the information that's for the investigate. It's already been explained through the data files and me talking.
I've had enough
so
of
we're
this
just gonna
station
leave
to
the
last a
station.
lifetime.
Or two, in your case. Come on.
Like I said, Cerberus emblems. If you look at the wings of the ship, I mean the station, because it can't really go anywhere. That's Cerberus's. We got the cool new Kodiak shuttles. We don't have the Mako anymore. It's out of date. I mean, they still use it. They use a modified version that you can't really
we
use.
need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests?
And here comes the
Shepard took
shaping of
down
the
those
game.
mechs without any
These
trouble.
matter,
It has to be
kind
good
of. It's a
enough.
memory
It's
test.
been 2 years
You could have
since the
changed this
attack.
in the
The
Genesis,
elusive
which
man
I
needs to
skipped,
know that
which I
Shepard's
wasn't going to
personality
skip
and
that.
memories are intact.
Oh, sorry, I
Ask
did
the
skip it
questions.
because it's really not effective at all.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid. Raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
In the background of Skillian Blitz, and like he said, war hero, won a medal, held the line. No, I'm not gonna choose we're done here
A
because
lot
it's
of
gonna
lives depended on
screw
me
up the
holding that
trust.
position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
I believe these can actually
Lieutenant
they
Caden
can't
Alenko
alter
was
it,
killed in action. It was your
but
call. Why did
it's
you leave
effective
him
data.
behind?
Like Caden died, Ash was alive, if you remember from the last episode, there was a romance scene with Ashley. And you can choose a different person to romance in Mass Effect 2, but I keep it that way just because loyalty. Like, even my personal morals, I choose loyalty over anything. If I'm with somebody or I'm dating them or I'm even like talking to them and there's a remote chance we might, and like they've already said they're thinking about it, I'm going to be loyal because I'm not going to be that asshole that screws everything up. It's one of my morals. And in a gameplay like this with Commander Shepard, I'm going to keep the same morals with that.
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
I like how they skipped the part of who we elected for the council. It makes more sense, and they actually, for this cutscene, they actually showed the station. If you looked at that weird
The elusive man is
blue
waiting for
line,
you in
that's
the other room.
the station. They don't usually show that in the original. I'm gonna go upgrade my armor because, not upgrade it, like change it. Oh shoot! So it still has a lot of my stuff. Like, it didn't originally have the recon hood. That was never a thing. I'm guessing it's just something they gave us. I'm gonna go with the carbon fiber material. It depends on how I'm feeling. Usually I'll do this, but with it being blue, I'm gonna go black tint. I'm one of those, I like the blue because if you think about it, Alliance, it makes a lot more sense. Where's the pattern I'm looking for? Yeah, camouflage pattern. So like you can camouflage and customize your armor. Why is that green? I'm not understanding why that's green. Like for me, you can go white spec camo blue, but me, I'm more of the. It's similar to the Alliance, but not exactly the same. Me preferably though, like that really doesn't make a difference. It's not noticeable. There we go. We're gonna just stick with that. This, I don't know why these are. Oh, because I usually stick with black for this because, like, the other colors, it just doesn't make sense why you would have it like that. Why is this, and this is not? Materials. You don't really want a shiny material. It makes no sense. You want it to look battle worn. And I can't change the color lenses. It's weird, this game sometimes. Casual appearance. And it gives you options. The N7 actually gives you more options than what it originally was. So you can go N7 standard, N7 like loungy wear. You can go that, scientist, service official. Me, I'm gonna stick to this because that's kind of how I wear my uniform. I'm not gonna lie. There's days I'll take off my blouse, I'll put on a civilian hoodie and wear my camouflage utilities under it. It's one of my things. It shows a little freedom. It shows we lay back, we chillax, but we're always ready for our job. And it's a joy of the military because as long as you're in your room, no one's going to yell at you about it. The moment you go outside and someone sees you like that, they're going to yell at you.
Commander Shepard,
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
From what I hear, I cost you a fortune. Why'd you do it?
For the defense and preservation of humanity. I didn't spend 2 years and billions of credits bringing you back to serve as a common soldier. But humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Sorry, I was doing something, so sorry for the delay, guys. So basically, Cerberus, he's giving a rundown. Abductions, basically, we're gonna be investigating that for a bit. It's some weird stuff.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique, not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
here comes all the give me awards. So you get your experience, they're gonna give you missions, investigate the colonies and everything. But as he said, Jacob doesn't trust Elusive Man, so he's more to be trusted. Miranda's one of those prissy perfect girls that you would see in high school that has an attitude. But she's cool. Once you get to know them, like, even from my high school, the prissy girls weren't all they were cracked up to be. Actually, a lot of them were normal people that just had bad families. It wasn't even them themselves or who they associate. But we're gonna look at some of these codex entries. So, like, organizations,
the
Elusive
tycoon
Man.
calling himself the Elusive Man is a human nationalist focused on a...
I'm not gonna play that. So basically, I'm just gonna give you a rundown. Shakedown report, basically. Elusive Man's prior alliance, actually. But we won't know about that till later on. He, what else? His identity's sealed, but you'll always find his identity. You can look it up on Wikipedia. Actually, Wikipedia, no matter how much they say it's not accurate, on there for Mass Effect, it's completely accurate. Whoever wrote the Wikipedia for Mass Effect actually got details from EA, and those details weren't supposed to be released till after they completed this trilogy, because they're making a 4th Mass Effect, because Shepard's not done with the story yet. Yes, you finish it in Mass Effect 3, but there's still more to it. And they're still in development. I've actually talked to a spokesman at EA, and he said it's still a little behind schedule because Mass Effect Andromeda's release, but there's still more to the story. They're still completing everything, because Shepard, either way, if you choose a one outcome, he's still alive, so they want to continue that one outcome because they know there's not much of a threat. There's a contingency in it. Now, going into this, we're gonna just, talk to our new
The Elusive
crew.
Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the Elusive Man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech
What
with
can you
my
tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
So that's the confirmation.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Miranda will warm up to you. It's things. It's like talking to any normal chick. They need to get to know you first. You need to become more friendly with them. The more you talk to them, like I was saying, the more you talk to them, the more they'll understand you, and it'll help out in the long run. Now, Jacob. He I trust more because Alliance.
I'm glad the Elusive Man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just agreed to work with him. I still don't trust him.
Do you trust me, Commander?
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council. But nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
See, that's respect. Miranda, I get where she's from. Once we play the game and we get into the next stream, you're gonna understand why she's the way she is. It's one of those things. That's what I don't like. The music's kind of loud. But, like I was saying, there's an issue. The import bonus is good because it gives you, they give us more resources than the standard import. And it starts you off at a different level than what it originally started you off. You see bonuses importing a 53 character into Mass Effect 2. Yeah, so it literally shows you the bonuses you get. So when I was saying the resources, it's biotics and specialty upgrades, iridium, palladium, platinum. They're all useful. They come in handy. You got your grenade launcher, a heavy weapon. Mission summary, it's basically the playthrough. Tells you what level gauge you gain, the credit amounts. Now what I've noticed about this compared to original Mass Effect 2, the original Mass Effect 2, the screen for mission complete wasn't as tilted and angled. And it was up close so you could actually, you didn't have to like reach in to look at it. But on a computer screen, it looks small to you. Actually it does because I'm monitoring the stream. It looks tiny. But it's still readable to a point. I just don't like how fast this moves now. The loading process moves a lot quicker. Yeah, it looks like the shuttle's having a freaking seizure when it drops out of the ship. It's concerning. But it is a faster processor than the main game. It's pulling from a different server.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared, and we've got no target to go after.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
So Freedom's Progress, Terminus system, the Council doesn't really have full jurisdiction here. That's why they have Spectres. That's what Shepard, was, before I say is. We land the shuttle, we get ready. Mission prep. This time we have all of our weapons. And I like it because of that. Originally in Mass Effect 2, there were some glitches with the where they made actual game updates where, yes, you had to but it update through the Xbox and change the code on. Originally, when it first started playing this, it would allow you to access all of it. Like I said, Miranda has a submachine gun. He's a technician, so he only has those two. If I chose anything else, I would have had mainly these, depending on my job. Infiltrator would have had most of these, but not the assault rifle. But because we're going up against mechs, we're going to have to use the disruptor ammo again. Which I'm not big on. It's not really effective.
Looks like
against
everyone
mechs
just
it
got
is.
up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Jesus Christ, Chapman. Oh, here we go. Through. Nice view, I'm not gonna lie. Can't tell if that's snow or ashes.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
I mean, no signs of battle is good. That means there's not enemies around. And the game's gonna be about the same. We have salvages where you can salvage your credits. Later on in Mass Effect 3, it doesn't give you credits, it gives you experience. And honestly, I prefer experience over credits because it levels you up, it allows you to unlock more.
Hear that? Sounds like
Oh, I was not expecting that. Not that
Security
quickly, at
systems were
least.
disabled at the other colony.
My favorite part about this is how you uncover, and I'll show you in a second how to take on these things. Mass Effect 1, like there's they only allow mantle over so many things, but this, you can mantle just about anything.
That shouldn't have been hostile.
As you'll learn about me throughout these games, I'm not big on the full auto weapons. I like burst and semi-auto because I can control it. Alright, here we go, hacking. That's one hacking. I don't know what they did with the other hacking. I don't know if they took it out or they kept it. Don't get me wrong, the full auto comes in handy. It's not really effective.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Remember when I gave you that get data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Good reunion talent. That's what I like about importing characters. It gives you more dialogue. It helps them trust you.
Thanks for the warning.
Can't
We'll
really
take
attack
care of
them.
it.
It won't do anything to help. Like these, I miss these the most. All the ones in Mass Effect 1 you could blow up. But now it's like I said, the full auto weapons aren't very effective. Oh, I don't know which one it goes to. There we go. Yeah, I have my moments on here. If you want to call me stupid or something, by all means, it doesn't hurt my feelings. Just when I'm pissed off, I might argue back. The full auto, it's not effective. I like semi-auto or burst because it helps. If it's a heavy weapon like we get mid-game, it helps out, actually. It does unlock that. I try upgrading them the best I can with this, because if you upgrade that, it gives me more health. The overload's effective, but even at the same time, we're so early in the game that it's not gonna make a difference. There it is. Like I said, it's very ineffective. It's still going to get enemies up you with the tank enemies.
Rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on.
Now, I don't remember it being a 40-round mag. I might be wrong. I believe the original Mass Effect 2 was 30. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on it. It's been a bit since I played that. I never played Mass Effect 3, the character I have right now, but I was trying to get the perfect ending where he's still okay. No squad members. Oh, you can't use it to heal yourself. The one bad thing about the game is games from like the first Mass Effect was the shields. They set them so low to make it difficult, and I don't understand why they did that. You don't want it extremely difficulty starting off. That was close.
Hurry, Shepard. We are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad
I mean, I like that they boosted capacity, because I remember starting out, it used to be, I only started out with 2 something. They boosted it. They added this nice cutscene. This cutscene, it used to be just that. It didn't have all the specialty stuff. And here's where the incendiary ammo comes up. Because the incendiary ammo actually does help out with this.
Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is going to be one tough son of...
I'm going to skip that because it's too slow. So disruptor ammo works good against shields. And this is where I switched to incendiary. There we go. Before we go around, we're just going to search the area for stuff, because there's obviously like heavy weapons cylinders. Those come in handy for like your heavy weapons. Okay, so and there it is. I had to move my foot. I'm pressing my foot over my screen area and not noticing that.
This is valuable.
It's like this, you get upgrades for your heavy weapons you can find, you can buy them, but you still have to develop upgrades sources. They don't just give you the upgrades. You can't just like fully buy them.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
With that being said, we're just gonna head up here and, you know, just look into it.
That's all of
Don't
us.
want to go in hostile like.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms.
And here comes the moment where you can choose.
No monsters.
If you don't choose
No
Paragon,
swarms.
it'll open up a Renegade.
No.
But I'm not the Renegade type. I don't like using violence against people like this.
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide.
There we go. Get his attention, start talking to him, figure out what's going on.
You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his envirosuit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the Elusive Man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omni-Tool data and take them to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Now here is what goes into it. Tally's gonna join us. She's the primary character in all of it. The collectors. And remember the Protheans back in Mass Effect 1, how we're collecting data and there was so much about them. Just remember that about the collectors and it'll piece together in your mind.
Good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Urdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
What about Tally? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who
you worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team...
For our intelligence suggests he may know how to...
All right.
I've found someone you can trust.
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get
We're gonna see some old
spaced.
faces
Got
now.
lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you. Everything you stirred up, the Council just went on. team was broken up, record sealed, and I was... The Alliance took away the one thing to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
Trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night. It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Welcome aboard the New Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Now that we've got that sorted out, let's move on to these dossiers.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
So going into it, the New Normandy, I like how they darkened it from the original Mass Effect 2. It's more of how the Alliance has it in Mass Effect 3. I mean, they have white light, so like it's not as good. Goes over all the specs, what we have. Elevator, cabin. It's a lot different because you actually have your own cabin. There's actual crew quarters that you can see, bathrooms. Some messages. We're gonna have some messages. We got Anderson. Zaid lost contact with a ship for Firewalker. It gives you all the everything. It gives you all the things you like. So like the DLCs, the Recon Hood, the Overload. Fine. So there's a lot more in this, a lot more missions. I'm noticing they're giving you financial account. Live. You have remaining. So it gives me all the original credits I had back in my old account, which is nice. It comes in handy.
I'm
Let's see
Yeoman
what
Kelly
she has to
Chambers.
say.
I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited
Yes,
for...
but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
I mean,
Do you
naturally.
make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
I'm curious and
I
a
look
little
for warning
flirtatious
signs.
in this game, but it
I
doesn't mean I'm
listen.
going to do anything.
It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
I better go.
I'm not going to
Maybe we'll
ask
talk
anything
later.
else. I'm just going to go around. The labs are locked because we don't have scientists. So what they do for most of this game, they lock everything to character. Or Mass Effect 3, everything at that point. The weapons. I don't know why we have so many freaking weapons.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
I love it. I love it. Who's this commanding officer? Now we're just gonna go around and check everything. So there's nothing in the captain's cabin. I usually start from the bottom of the ship. I'm gonna start going down from second deck to third. So basically, you're gonna meet old faces, new faces. It's irrelevant at this point. You're gonna learn their background. You're gonna learn to trust them. It comes in handy though. Trust me. Just playing the original game. I mean, I like how the ship's it's the same, but the graphics are different. So like I said, they have actual crew quarters.
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh.
They have all of this. And it comes in handy because originally in the original Normandy, and I don't know if they have it on here. They do. The sleeping pods. They still have the sleeping pods.
Rupert.
That's all you would be able to access. So these you lay down in these and it angles it to where you're comfortable. But it wasn't effective because on the original game you couldn't figure out where people stored their stuff. You saw lockers, but that was for you. And there was maybe at the most 10 lockers when you have a crew of 20 to 30.
Commander Shepard. Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
You have everything you need.
I go around and ask them if they need supplies because it helps the crew and it helps your... It actually boosts the morale and helps you get through the mission with more people alive, and it's surprising. You don't think it will help, but it would.
The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
So if you go get equipment for the ship, like food, good food, and then you get, like, engineering's gonna need something, it actually boosts your chances against the collectors and damage.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
Oh, really? You're very good at anything you do, or just about anything.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
It's like I was saying, Miranda's not perfect. She does have her moments. She has that cold heart is because she is looked upon. Her it cost a lot. And old from face.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
No, I don't really go into depth with her because if you think about it, the doctor's not going to really help you. She's part of the crew, but nothing major. She gives an upgrade idea or something, but that's about it. It doesn't really help you throughout the mission. If you just get the bottle of Ceres Ice brandy, it does go a long way, I'm not going to lie. and we have our new
You
friends.
came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up
And this
okay
is where I
down here?
asked them where they
We
need,
can't
because
complain.
this
I
is
just
a
wish
crucial
it didn't
part
take
of the
so
ship.
long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already
It's
installed?
probably just
Also,
we
the
could
T6
probably find used ones in the
Will do, Commander.
I'm gonna skip through because it's just telling you where you can get them and why they say they don't want you to get it, but it's really you want to get it for your ship. It comes in handy. It saves your life, 1. 2, the ship has more propulsion, so if you think about it, when we go up against the final collector fight, it actually, your ship's going to survive more. You got to make sure your ship's fully upgraded, because if you don't, your crew's going to die.
Would like to see you up on the bridge, Commander.
Joker can wait. He's not a primary asset as of now, but oh, he is. So they already put us here. So fuel. What I usually do, I'm not jumping galaxies. I mean, not galaxy areas, but I do check. So investigate Project Overload, Firewalker, Warlord, the Master Thief. I don't think about it, but the Phoenix, that's never been open actually. Yeah, see, Mass Effect 2, the original, I don't know if it was a DLC that was missing or it was a mission you had to unlock, but over here, Project Overload, I didn't see anything for that. I think that's for the actual Overload gun itself, which, and originally Mass Effect 2, they just gave you that gun. I'm gonna jump over to the Citadel though, and reinstate myself as a Spectre. The reason for the fuel ship here, you'll find out once we get the Master Thief. The Citadel's not one space, one area. There's actually multiple. It's just, it's locked down. So, we're just gonna go into the Citadel, brief the Council, see your good friend. Now, it was Captain Anderson, but it's now, Counselor Anderson. There's a ward we used to view everything on that we won't have access to. Now, if I saw a Normandy-class vessel with SR2 and server stripings coming to the Citadel, I'd be a little concerned. I'd probably get met with guns in my situation. But it does have Shepard. Once they see Shepard, they're going to be cautious. He'd probably have an armed escort. The way they start you out on, though, they don't start you out from the docking port. I don't like how they set up where it's only 3 levels that you get to walk around. Not big on it. You get to still select your crew. Like, I'm gonna... There we go. So I got level 2. Combat Mastery. Use and Incendiary. Like I said, oh, yeah, you do get the Acer project. So, whatever the Overload project is, I'm confused as much on that. I have no clue what that mission is. To be brutally honest, I have no clue what that is. That's new to me. But that they're giving us every single DLC, that helps out a lot.
Command, enter the...
And
Please
here's our
tell me
Master
your
Thief.
password, Commander Shepard.
Silence is golden.
Good to meet you, Commander Shepard. Kasumi Goto. I'm a fan.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm
Good to
not
have
gonna
you along.
say questions
You ready
because
to go?
it's irrelevant at this point.
I've already slipped my things aboard your ship. I'm really glad you're helping me out with the heist. Can't wait to see how you look in formal wear.
I have a feeling you know something.
They didn't tell you? And they call me secretive. I'm looking for my old partner's gray box. A man named Donovan Hawk took it. and I'm planning to get it back.
If that's what Cerberus promised you, we'll get it done.
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun. We should probably wrap this up. You look pretty silly standing there talking to an advertisement. See you on the ship, Shepard.
She's cool. Like, say I could put myself in this universe. Well, how would I say this? There's technically in this game there's 3 people I wouldn't mind dating, and that's one that's gonna be Kasumi. The other one's gonna be Miranda. I can't say Ashley because it's Commander Shepard's girl. I'm not gonna take that.
This recruits is a 20-kilo ferrous slug. Feel the weight.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'll need you to remove... Can I help you, sir?
It's been a couple
After
of
the
years.
Geth, a few minor changes were made.
You'd think a Geth would stand
Assumptions are dangerous.
Thanks for your time.
Next.
Now we're gonna go through here. They're gonna alert us to security, but like I was saying, Kasumi, Miranda are the 2 I'd mainly, if I had a chance in this universe, and I stood a chance, which I don't. I will give you that. I would date her.
Obviously, security has tightened since you
Or
were
them.
last here.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're... dead.
I was listed as missing in action a couple of years ago.
Would you mind checking in with my captain? He can reinstate you in our system. He's just past the scanners on your right.
Like I was saying, I would date either Kasumi or Miranda. Like, come on. Miranda's for me, but
You'll
Kasumi,
have to make him
secretive,
scream a little. He's not gonna
sneaky,
tell you
playful.
everything
I
just
like
'cause
it.
you ask.
I know, sir.
If you don't have the stomach or you're worried about being reported, I take care of it.
No, sir. I can handle it.
Yes, I see the problem already, Commander Shepard.
He's a
My
friend.
console
He
says
becomes
you're
your
dead.
friend over time.
But you're not worried I'm some imposter claiming to be me?
We have the best screening equipment in the galaxy. Those scanners can sample DNA from skin flakes. Hell, if you have unregistered gene mods, they can even figure those out.
Your sergeant said you could help with that.
Usually you'd have to go through the station security administration to reactivate your IDs. Then to customs and immigration to regain access to the Citadel itself, and probably a stop by the Treasury. Spending a year dead is a popular tax dodge. But I can see you're a busy man. So how about I just press this button right here, and we call it done?
You're not big on formalities, are you?
I'm with them right up until they keep people from doing their jobs. There. I just saved you about 9 days of running around. That said, you should head up to the Presidium and tell them you're still alive. The Council probably wants to talk to the one who saved their scaly asses.
I will. Having access to the Council and the Spectre's resources would be useful.
Yeah. The Council can get anything. Best thing about working CSEC is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work?
I should be going.
You need anything else?
And that's what I like about CSEC. You're gonna say police forces are corrupt. They are. I'm not gonna lie.
This is the best place for food on Zakera Ward.
I've worked with law enforcement in my life, even when I worked my previous job with fire rescue and worked specialty with them. Freaking, they are corrupt as can be. I have seen many things with law enforcement I wish I could change. Now to the Presidium. I'm just saddened we can't walk around all this like we used to be able to. Because it's the same office, same area, same everything.
If Udina was to join us.
My advisor is unavailable. As counselor, I represent the voice of humanity and the Alliance. Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander. We were just talking about you.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple of years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists in the Terminus systems. Worse, we think they're working for the Reapers.
The Terminus systems are beyond our jurisdiction. Your colonists knew this when they left Council space.
You're missing the important part, Counselor. The Reapers are involved.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
I kept Saren from conquering the Citadel. I sacrificed human lives to save this council.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. I'm on this council too, and I won't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise. Not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
I accept your offer. It's good to have the Council on my side.
Good luck with your investigation, Shepard. We hope for a quick resolution and a quick end to your relationship with Cerberus.
Well, that went better than expected. You realize the Council's offer is just symbolic. They won't actually do anything.
Even if they don't help, I might as well stay on good terms.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about...
That's my favorite part, and I know the exact comment.
What are you doing here?
Not used to seeing ghosts, Udina?
I'd heard you were alive, of course, but I didn't expect to see you back on the Citadel.
I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You what? Counselor, do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
The Council reinstated my Spectre status. They're just happy I'm staying out in the Terminus systems.
Yes, I could see how that arrangement works best for both sides. But you really shouldn't have taken a step like this without consulting with me first, Counselor.
I don't answer to you, Udina. Why don't you go to your office and think about that for a while?
Of course, Counselor. Good day to both of you.
Sorry about that. Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the Council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
Udina's just doing his job.
True enough. He's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
What happened to Gunnery Chief Williams after the Normandy was destroyed?
Operations Chief Williams is still with the Alliance, but she's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk...
So like I was saying,
I'll be here.
with that being said,
do me a favor.
They reinstated him as a Spectre. Yes, he has authority. But it depends. It comes in handy because we get store discounts. We don't get all the specialized gear. We can't purchase standard weapons.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to take a statement.
Nah, I'm gonna breeze by this. It's a stolen credit chip. It's nonsense. I know y'all want to watch that, but like, it's just annoying. After seeing it a half a dozen times.
Good day, citizen. Welcome.
Get the endorsement.
It's a deal.
I'll work it into our...
Here we go.
I'll take it.
What I like, I have all my original credits from the previous game. Well, not all, but a majority of. Oh, here we go.
Booster can delay muscle development in high gravity environments.
I'm Commander Shepard.
The nerve enhancements say that there are occasional
I helped these
motor
two.
control side effects.
Yeah, it doesn't look like I can talk to them in this game, but the next game I can.
Welcome to Siren.
Do I know you?
No, but
Yeah, I've been getting
please
that.
look around the store. If you see him, tell him I have it.
You know I like.
I'd be thrilled.
Don't worry about
Absolutely.
it. I'm Commander Shepard.
There we go.
This looks interesting.
Yeah, the credits purchasing stuff runs out in this game quickly though. That's the one bad thing. Like, if you go to Mass Effect 3, not everything costs as much. It still costs something, but not that steep of a price.
I felt her hat.
Just enhancements.
Please move
I'm
along.
looking for really.
You forgot your credit should have thrown us out.
I'll get a permanent residence, or I'll run you in for vagrancy.
Are you two serious?
What?
There are people like this in real life. I know there are. I've dealt with a couple.
Could have stolen it.
There's times I want to knock them out for this, but I keep my mouth shut and I don't really go into the big difficulty of this.
How about if I run you in for obstruction of justice?
You think you're gonna run in a Spectre? I think both of you should get out of here.
Son of a...
I wish I had that authority.
I wish I could give you something more than words.
Can you take care of yourself from here?
I guess. I mean, most nights I eat nutrient paste in a Turian shelter, but I'm surviving. Thanks.
It's sad she has to eat nutrient paste. It's very sad. In real life, that's how the homeless actually is. They don't have much. They survive through shelters and stuff. I'm gonna return to Normandy now. And we're gonna go over to Omega. Hit the cutscenes there. Once we get over to Omega, get ready for the Morton Souls mission. I'm gonna back off of it. Because we're just approaching a stream time. I don't want to be streaming all night. I mean, tomorrow's Thursday. I'll have more time to stream there on Thursday than I would today. Friday, I got open streaming, so I'm good to go. So I'm hoping y'all will be in that. I'm gonna download this to my computer. I don't usually edit all my streams. I cut out some issues with it, like when stuff bugs out, it's loading. But the stream so far has been running good. Actually, it's running. It's not even stable. It's on excellent. So it's running very good.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Message on me. I wish again. You help me more than I can imagine. I have opened a restaurant with my wife. Oh, Shemesh. Okay, so Shemesh is. We helped him back in Mass Effect 1 in the beginning. His wife's body was killed. Well, his wife was killed in Even Pride, and the body was confiscated. They wanted to use it for research. Him back the body to help with the funeral and everything. Because the military holding a body. Come on, that's a little hard. Even if something happened with my family, like if something happened to me while I was with my family, they would want my body for cremation or funeral. I don't know what they would do. I already told them I want to be buried in Driftwood with my personal firearms. But that's me. I don't know. I prefer that. My weapons are my weapons. I take pride and joy in what I have. But yeah. It's one of those things. It's not even that I don't want them sold. It's that I've done it for myself. And with me not having a girl or family of my own, there's not much to hand back over to somebody I know would use it. It's that I care for my stuff a lot, and with it being my handgun I trust more than what the military issues me, just because I have modified that myself. I have done a lot of stuff to it to help out. We're gonna go with the elusive Kasumi on this one. It's a cutscene just welcoming us.
Whatever she wants.
Blasted.
You know who I am?
Ario.
I'm receiving
Here's one of the guys we need. He is another DLC one that they just added in.
Seems he recently. I'll be locked and loaded.
Usually those characters, I don't care about their introduction or anything because it's not on the main mission. It's not that I'm skipping over board. It's the main introduction of them is really useful. Here we go, the Libertarians.
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun? Do you really want to do this?
Fine.
An SMG, but I don't have that SMG pistol.
See you around.
That's one bad thing about Mass Effect 2. It has you pull a weapon in cutscenes that you don't have. You could obviously tell that. So, where is it? So Miranda's weapon, the SMG pistol. I don't know how well you can actually see. So Miranda's machine pistol is a little more different from what I have. She has that nice sleek physique pistol, where I have this bulky handgun. What they showed is the submachine gun that they have, which is a weapon I don't have, which kind of, it annoys me because I can't pull that, nor can I use a machine gun, a submachine gun. Translates Brandon. Yeah, and here comes my favorite part.
That's close enough.
He's got the heavy pistol. And the guy with the big gun to the right of the screen that you'll see from earlier, that's the gun you will get mid-game.
I was told you're the person to talk to.
It'd be nice because if you start out with that weapon, it's so helpful. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've used that weapon, and it runs a ton of enemies down like crazy. But if you get a specialty shotgun that's good, oh, you can do so much more.
But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Aria.
Sounds like neither of us likes being jerked around.
And on your ship, that would matter. Here, we entertain my preferences. So, what can I do for you?
One scan and we're straight to business?
Your death was downplayed. Whatever you need will come out on its own.
I'm trying to track
you
down
and half of Omega. You want him
Why is
dead.
everyone after
You think everything he does pisses
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
That's assuming you can get to him.
What kind of trouble?
They've started.
That could be
They're
our way.
using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you.
I appreciate
See
the
if you
help.
still feel that way when
I'm looking for
I
more.
always liked Morden. If you really need...
Okay, with that being said, we're gonna head down to where it starts the mission for Morden. But I'm gonna access the mission and I'm gonna do a cutoff because, like I said, I got things to do. Because for our previous field op, we were supposed to be there until this previous Sunday. But we got back early because we got extra things done. We rushed, we were careful, and we did our jobs. We did effective training. A lot more effective than what we needed to do. That's my credits at. Okay. But it got us back some, set up everything. They're just having us do an early field day because we're getting a 72, which is we get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off.
Every credit goes toward it. Then we have a deal. You can see how that turned out.
How much do you need to
This is
go?
my mistake. I'm going to buy my ticket right now.
And now with that being said, FBA couplings. Oh, we can buy weapons. Okay, yeah, so originally the way it worked, you couldn't buy weapons like this. Like, you just couldn't. And they had the, oh, they got the, yes.
Now what's this?
Purchase is one that I'm most effective with. It's a semi-auto, and it's as fast as you pull the trigger. It comes in handy. Semi-auto on games like this are actually more effective because, like it says, the faster you pull that trigger, the faster it fires. And Gef Plasma Shotgun, it's a step because you're not dealing with all of that. You're not dealing with a standard shotgun that is start out little damage. And it's quite effective. I've used it in Mass Effect 3, and they'll drop an enemy like that. It's not like the Kurgan Claymore shotgun,
I'm human, you
but
ass.
it's
Humans
still
can't get
This thing affects
quite
every other
effective.
race out there. What? The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morden's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck. The area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Listen, you're stuck here until this quarantine is over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not
You don't have a
them?
grenade launcher, lady.
We're all human. The plague won't affect.
Like I was saying, the Gef weapons, I don't know what it is. Their assault rifle sucks. Like, their assault rifle is useless. But their shotgun, use their shotgun, you're pulverizing an enemy. Their shields aren't going to last. And it might say that on the rating for the weaponry, I'm going to take her and him. I don't want Cerberus that much. Like, I don't mind Cerberus agents, but like, it's still new into the game. They make some very, how would I say it? Very sketchy decisions. But, like it says, it's a heavy rifle, semi-automatic, where this is a full-grade military assault rifle, accurate fires burst. It has full auto. It's deadly. It penetrates shields. Any weapon's going to penetrate shields at LCOS. Where this, it's an average assault rifle, but it's still good. It pierces everything. It's a heavy Gef Plasma Shotgun. It's a 2-stage trigger. And I like it just because for that situation, when it comes to be, it's a unique blast. So like, I'll switch it up and I'll show you. So we have you can do that. It's as fast as you pull the trigger, like any semi-auto. And there's a shotgun. It's not much ammo, but as you can see, it's a little different. But like I was saying, this is where our adventure is going to come to the end for today. But it's always good to know. I'm sure I don't know if I did the introduction or not, but with that being said, my name is Ghost, and yeah, it's been a hell of a day. Good luck, everyone. Stay safe out there. Enjoy the week. And if you want like a specific game run, or you want me to play a specific game, let me know. I'll go through it. I'll try it.